All right, now we're gonna give this VMAX Pro Duo a test with the EMF meter, measure its electromagnetic discharge, and the idea being, of course, you want to keep it as low as possible. So we got this handy meter. It's gonna give it a go. We're gonna test the electronics first, see how much electronics are giving off. A little bit. You can hear a little click in there. Still in that green zone or from the click. All right. I'm gonna get on top here. Give it a go. See, as we get closer to the engine, of course, it's going to be more and more as we get closer to the engine. And all the way down there at the engine, it's barely hitting that yellow zone. 2.1, 2.2 there. So there is some electromagnetism there, but it's not. It's barely crossing over that line. So, in the end, I would say this has got a very low EMF discharge rate, and certainly as you get up and around your organs and stuff like that, you're hitting next to nothing. So, as you go all across your body, you're not even hitting anything. You get down to the very close to the engine, of course. That's where the source of it is. That's at that was emitting all that at a pretty powerful level, pretty high. I'm going to lower the power a little bit and see how that affects the EMF reading. So if we drop it down to a comfortable level here. And see how that affects the EMF. And you can see as you get lower, it's much less. It's giving off much less. So, all in all, it appears to be safe. The maximum when it was up really high was in the 3 to 4 range, more typically in that 2 range. Alright, so we are still checking out the VMAX Pro Duo. The next test we want to run on this thing is with the kilowatt meter to check its power usage. Should give us a rough estimate of power efficiency, and if I can learn how to use this thing right, it should be able to give us an estimate on the cost per month, etc. So 0.91 amps. We've been running the machine for about 10 minutes at power level 10, so to give you an idea of what that involves, there's 62 watts, 60 hertz, 120 volts. Try to see if it gives us a cost. Here's the hit the menu. There's the cost. That's $10.44 a month if you were doing the same session every day. So for the time, if you were doing this 10-minute session every day, you got $10 a month. This is a week, $2.43 a week for 10 minutes worth of this thing. 34 cents a day so far for this 10 minutes of power. So that's just a little breakdown of the efficiency based upon the power usage, and we're gonna compare the other ones to see, give it a good range of power efficiency and see how this Pro Duo shapes up to the Trio and other models. Alright, so now we're looking at the wattage. We're looking at the wattage when you have a different, based upon who's sitting and using the vibration machine and the power sitting at the vibration machine. That's changing the need for the engine to work and the output of the engine. So let's go back to our kilowatt meter there. And we got on the watt setting here, as you can see right now we got about 250 pounds on there, and it's at setting 60, so it's at a pretty high setting, and you can see it's about 160 watts being turned up by the engine, which is pretty decent. Now if we go ahead and reduce the setting of the machine, if we take it down to a setting of half that at 30, you can see as we take it down to about power level 30 on the Pro Duo, it's going down to about 120. There's a little bit of a glare here, so it's tough to read. That's about, well, it's 133 right there. And that is without any weight on it whatsoever, which is 80, it's hard to read, but it's 84. So that is at power level 30 with 0 weight. And there we go, we shut that down, and the engine is now cooling off. Just one more little tidbit to add. While after all that testing at those varied power levels and weights and stuff like that, we've been running about 15-20 minutes on the Pro Duo, and wanted to add up the total energy cost. And the bottom line is, for that one session, you can see 42 cents for that one 17-minute session at varied power levels, and some varied weight for sure, but still a pretty efficient energy cost.